Alright boys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we will be working on the RoBuilder sim and essentially revamping. You guys can already see right now we are revamping the entire game to make it fit more of my style. So let's get right into it. So as you guys can see already, we have got a new sort of look. So we've got the game here so far. It's really nothing much. Oh, the desk isn't anchored yet. This is kind of the game that I was thinking about when I was thinking first of the RoBuilder Simulator. Something very modern and sleek that kind of is inspired by PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator with the camera angle and the room. And so what I wanted to first do, and everything in here is modeled by me. Let me run you through this workspace here. So what I've got in the workspace here is I've got the outer, which comes with some lights. That's quite literally it. I've got a folder called room, which if it wasn't obvious, that's the room. And it's got tons of different things. So these are going to be interactable, and so will the doors, but they're not going to be interactable in the same way. That's really it. There's walls, lights, and obviously. If you guys don't know how to get these textures that actually are so clean, like these textures are so nice, you need to go to your material service, go to properties, and then scroll all the way down to use 2022 materials. If you don't have the material service, go to file, beta features right here, and scroll down till you find it, and it's right here, material service. So add that, and then go to properties, switch it to use 2022 materials, and now you've got these nice textures. These, I think the walls are fabric. Yeah, that looks a lot more like carpet than anything else. That looks exactly like his real desk from his vlogs, so that's pretty accurate. It's kind of like the exact floor as well. How is it still not anchored? Oh yeah, and you can't jump, by the way. Doesn't look too bad. And I want to make a chair you can move around in. Like once you sit in it, you can kind of take it for a ride, I guess. I don't know. So now I feel like building, I'm not gonna say it's a boring thing to do because that's all RoBuilder does, but for my channel, what I like to do is script. So I'm going to get into a couple systems that I feel like are going to be very useful. So first what I'm going to start by doing is adding, obviously, a data store. So I'm using my data store plugin. You can get it in the link in the description. I'm going to add a leaderboard. I wanted to switch up some things. Instead of doing row coins and all that stuff, I might still use row coins, but importantly, I just want subscribers and probably row coins, and that's it. So there's not a lot of different things in the leaderboard that are kind of confusing, and systems that really don't make sense. And one thing I forgot to mention in my tutorial on how to use my data store plugin, let's say you want to reset the stats, the player stats, you would open this and you see this data version here. You just change the value to what it hasn't been changed to before, if that makes sense. And don't worry, I still have the old game just in case I want to use that map or something for something, I'm not sure. Subscribers and row coins, that's perfect. Now I want to make a starter character. So you start off, I wouldn't say newbie, but I want to make like a character creator menu. I'm kind of basing this off of a mix between PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator and Dev Tycoon, YouTube Tycoon. I don't know, but it's a game on the App Store, it's fun. It's on Steam now for like $30 friggin'. Let's begin on that. I'm gonna move this over here, and this will be where the character will spawn. So we need a character spawn part, and we need a camera part. And I'm gonna create a folder called character select, and I'm going to just drag our spawn in here. I could put it in the room, but really it's a whole different system, so I'm not gonna do that. I keep getting comments to explain what I'm doing more often, so I'm gonna try my best to do that now. All right, so now I'm just gonna change the transparency and can collide off. So to ensure that you can't collide with it, I'm gonna go into Start UI, and I'm just gonna insert a folder already and name it local scripts. And now I'm just gonna get the player and character. Alright, so I did that. And what this player.character added :wait does is it waits for the character to be added. It waits for this function to return true. And it's always good to have this backup just in case the character doesn't load immediately. is.input_began: connect function. I should do input ended so you can select it. Okay, input ended. Now what we want to set is a key to open. Now I'm going to do if input.keycode == char select. Then so this function right here that my cursor's on right now, this will run whenever the F key is pressed. So I'm gonna go to replicate storage and insert a folder, rename it to remotes. Now I'm gonna call this char select local rep equals game colon get service replicate storage. I'm gonna do local remotes folder equals rep only for child remotes. And now I can get all the remotes I want. So I can do local equals remotes folder char select. Alright, so I'm gonna do char select remote colon fire server. So I want to give it the character, and I want to give it the if char select debug equals false, then so I'm just gonna click F, and I have died. Okay, so this is a problem. Whoopsie doos. I'll click F. We are teleported into the room perfectly. Once we get the camera in there working and all that, it'll be a lot better. I'm gonna also insert a non-save handler in here. So non-save handler. So I'm gonna first get the player added event colon. Okay, again, not players. Dot player added. Colon connect function. And then you get the player that is added for blank comma child in pairs script colon get children do local c equals char clone not char child clone. I'm gonna do c dot parent equals player. I'm gonna do c dot name equals child dot name. If child colon is a folder, then child dot value c dot value equals child.value. Now that'll just check if it's not a folder, then it will set the value to whatever value. Folders obviously don't have values, so it'll return an error and completely break the script, and we don't want that. And then this will just clone every child of the script, and it'll put the parent into the player and rename it. And we walk around or whatever, and then we go into the player and we change this current camera mode value. Now it shouldn't. Oh, that's perfect. F. Okay. That works. All right, so now we just gotta change around some values like that. There we go. Boom. That's pretty good. And you get out of it, and maybe I move them back to like the spawn location. So now F, and you're back, and you can move around to like, let's say here, F, and you're back here. F. Now we're out of the room. We can go back in the room, change our clothes. Disappear. This will be the last video you guys see on this PC for a few months if you guys do see any new videos, which I'm not sure if I'll be posting it or not. But I do have a webcam coming in soon, so if you guys do want to see that, then tell me in the comments below. If you don't, then obviously just say no, because I don't really want to do it either. I don't know, it depends. Anyways, so if you guys do like this content and do want to see more, then make sure to sub and like, because we are in a race to beat Eric Once to 1,000 subs, and at 100 subs I'm giving away 800 Robux, so make sure you guys are subscribed and ready for that. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.